St. Martin, our people, we have to work together, so moving forward.
You just need to get back to basics, and from there you could see everything.
Do not settle for less in life. And entrepreneurship is the best way to go. Working for yourself, 2 thumbs up. St. Martin, a blessed and wonderful good afternoon to all our amazing St. Martin family and our SOS family all around the world. Welcome to your program, Strictly Business. I'm your host, Mr. Brian Barry, alongside your co-host, Mr. Julian Rollins Jr. Call up a family member, call up someone, tell them it's another beautiful day right here on the friendly island of St. Martin. And the station to tune into is SOS Radio 95.9 FM for another interesting program from Strictly Business. Before we get started, we always like to thank and shout out all our sponsors for making this program possible. So if you're in the area and you want to do some great grocery shopping, we got a supermarket for you. That's the Aki Supermarket. They're located right there on the Illage Road for all your grocery shopping needs today and every day, Sunday to Sunday. Aki Supermarket is open. Also, we got the Supreme Supermarket right there in the corner of Arch Road, Hispaniola Road number 1 for all your grocery shopping needs today as well. They are open Sunday to Sunday to get your grocery shopping there as well. We also like to thank the Los Mejores Barbershop and Beauty Salon right there on the Illage Road for all the ladies, the men, the children. You want to get that fresh haircut looking fresh and nice for the week, you got to go and visit the guys at Los Mejores Barbershop. And if you're thinking movies, you got to think the number one spot is the Video Block located right there in the French Quarter for all the latest movies. Get them on USB, get them on DVD, even on your hard drive, on your smartphone. The only place where you can get a special 30 movies for only $30 loaded on your USB or your hard drive. Also have a very nice selection of PS4 games as well. They're open from Monday to Saturday, 5:30 p.m. until 10 p.m. That's the Video Block. And if you're looking for home entertainment systems, your surround systems, your flat screen TVs, your computers, you got to go and visit our friends there at Bold Chance Electronics Store located right there in the front street for all your laptops and computers. Thank you so much, Bold Chance. Also like to thank GEBE, our water and electricity company. Thank you so much for your continued support, GB. And for apartments or commercial spaces, number one place to call is J&J Properties. Give them a call at 588-1216. That is J&J Properties, 588-1216. And for some delicious tasting food, we got some spots for you. Of course, we got Jerky's. Jerky's Tiki Hut, located right there on the Illage Road, some great tasting barbecue chicken and ribs. We also got another Jerky's Tiki Hut by the Plaza Casino as well. If you're over the hill, you got Caribbean Jerky's located right across the Megaplex Cinemas. And not forgetting right there on the Pondfield, we got the original Fat Boy Jimmy for some great tasting food as well, right there on the Pondfield. We also like to thank Stasha's Restaurant, located right next to Aki Supermarket for some great tasting food. Give them a call at 550-9108 or 524-9834. And if you're here on the island, you're looking for a nice car, good car rental for some great affordable places, with great affordable rates, you can call the Clean Car Rental. Give them a call at 588-1216. Clean Car Rental, 588-1216. Coming to the island and need a nice car, give Clean Car Rental a call today. That's it for our sponsors. Thank you so much for the sponsors. Junie is in the house. Good afternoon, my brother.
What's up, brother? How you doing?
I'm blessed. How you keeping?
Good, man. Happy to see you, man.
Another productive week.
Another productive week. Shout out to all the listeners. Bro.
Absolutely, especially the senior, Curacao,
mother, and all the family out there listening today. Bro, today, Brian, as we do every week, we come to the station, we talk about...
We analyze how the country running.
We talk about different topics, we talk about business, we talk about all kinds of things.
That's right.
Brian, last week I saw, I knew about it a long time, but something came to my mind. I saw they have something like an Indian association. They have their own association and their own thing.
Okay.
And you know what came to my mind? What if, Brian, we set up our own black association? Would you think they would call us a racist or? Tell me what. Tell me.
Interesting.
It came to my mind. Brian, because what last week I saw one of those videos about St. Martin and shelters and some things. Brian, sometimes I really ask to myself, what happened or what is going to happen to our people.
Mm-hmm.
What I mean by our people, I mean by our local or in general black people. You know, what is going to be of us? You know, we're killing each other. We're losing our land. We're losing our buildings. We smoking dope. We twerking online. We making no money. We sitting down on the trees. I mean, we're just going backwards, brother.
Yeah.
You know?
I think when it comes to that, the majority of us are followers. That's the thing. We
No,
follow the
Brian,
trend.
something wrong, man. Something
What
something
can
is
be
wrong,
wrong?
brother. Because I said I'm analyzing this thing.
Mhm.
Because, look, none of us is not perfect, Brian.
Correct.
Understand me? If you're in a bad condition, Brian, right, and you don't have no money, you don't have a place to stay. Why you going out there getting children, Brian?
Agreed. Yeah.
No, explain me, because Brian, something is wrong.
Yeah.
Something, I don't know what it is, but
Yeah.
something deeply really went wrong in our people, bro. Bro, our people getting 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 children straight, and then will come tell you, yes, indeed, things are bad. Things is rough, Brian.
But you're making it worse.
Bro, Brian,
Making it worse,
the
yeah.
fact is that breeding, getting more children, it brings poverty, bro. It brings poverty.
It comes with a cost, huh?
It comes with an expense. You know, and I want our people to sit down and sit down and analyze these things.
Yeah.
You know, let me tell you something, Brian. We are so divided you wouldn't imagine. Our country,
Yeah.
St. Martin, is divided. A good friend of mine came by me, I think it was yesterday. Me and him was sitting down, and we had a really nice conversation, you know, about life, about business, and he's an entrepreneur just like me. You know, and we talk about various stuff. We talk about properties. We talk about this, that, and this is one of the topics that came up. You know, and I'm definitely,
So,
you know, it gave me a sadness, because we don't want to be selfish and only think about ourselves. We look at other people. We look at our local black people. That's why I tell you, what would people think if we set up a black association?
right.
Because, Brian, the Indians are looking out for themselves, Brian. Look at it. The Indians are looking out for themselves. The Chinese are looking out for themselves, because the Chinese also have their own association.
Right.
Right?
It's a given.
Look, this election. I'm going to give you I don't want to go too political in this program, but I'm just going to give you an example. Brian, we have a lot of people, I heard Billy D talking last Tuesday, talking about, how do you say? National Alliance. You want National Alliance to get a full majority. Okay? That's 8 seats. Most of us would want that. Brian, you know why we cannot, you know why the probability is not so big for National Alliance to get a full majority? You tell me.
Divided.
Because we divided, brother.
Right.
Because we divided. How is it possible that black people can't come together and vote for one party and leave them and deal with this country? Please, you tell me. Explain me.
People
I want to
see-
hear your say.
It's clear to me people don't vote for issues. People don't vote for the issues of the country. People vote for who they like, who the person is, what the person did for them in the past, or who they know. You understand? Some people just, that's the way they vote here in St. Martin. We don't vote on political issues per se. You may see that there's a great candidate, a great leader on a certain party, and just because, hey, I went to school with he or she, and they did X, Y, Z to me or my family, they never get my vote.
Yeah.
No matter how good they turn out to be in politics, they never get my vote.
Yeah.
That's the type of attitude and mindset that we have here. That's why we are divided. You know, and some people feel, oh, they would never vote for the, let's say, the National Alliance, no matter who they have on the slate.
Yeah.
That's just the attitude of certain people. So as you can see, they don't really care how the country runs. They just want to put whoever they decide to put in there.
Yeah.
That's the division that we see. You know, even if we see different political leaders trying their best or saying whatever, some people just die hard. Listen, I'm not voting for the white. You know, they're not voting for the white, and that's where we're going, and it's very, very sad. It's very unfortunate. How much list we have now? 8.
8 and 9, about 8-9 parties. You
That's a big division.
but talking about the division, Brian, we are fast to leave the Dutch divide us, the Indian divide us, whoever to divide us, you know, and the problem what we have, we keep fighting each other always. We always keep talking about the same thing.
You know why that's going to continue, bro? I watch it and analyze it as well, but it's going to continue because when you say black association, people are going to agree, yes, black, but then now we want to cut up now who black and who's not. Meaning, oh, this person, this St. Martin, yeah, but oh, that person from Haiti, this person from St. Lucia, so association for who? When the Chinese have the association, you know, they have a continent, they have a country, China. So it's across the board. So when you say black association, they know it's going to start so much a division. Oh, but they're from Aruba, this one from Curacao. So we don't unite and say,
that's what I'm saying to you, we divided on our own self.
Yeah, because we're not going to unite on our field and say, listen, all of us are black.
All of us are black.
We're not
all of us are black.
We're not
look, Brian, the guys will get shot someday are going middle region. Who are they? Who got shot?
Young black people.
Young black men. We are going to prison, Brian. Full of black boys. Young fellas. All they're doing is driving around, doing nothing. I come out 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock in the morning, Monday passing through Front Street, and our local black fellas playing dominoes. I mean, where we going? And it's like, brother, we keep talking the same thing, but it won't change.
Correct. And it goes back. People that are listening right now, they agree with us, but they know it goes way back more than this. It's deeper than this. It's deeper than this.
That's what I'm saying, the Willie Lynch letter.
Yeah, it's deeper,
it's
that deep. It's that deep.
It's that deep.
There's where you go, because it have a lot of black women and men who are gonna watch in your face and say right now, my ancestors were not African. I ain't African. I's a Samaritan. We just have this myth in our head that we drop out of the sky.
Brian, I know black women, beautiful women, Brian, have 4, 5, 6, 7 children.
Right.
None of the kids, you don't know who the fathers be. You don't know it. Listen to me.
Bro, that's another deep issue.
Understand me, Brian. How is it possible? You know, you have ladies in shelter homes, Brian, with young children.
Correct.
And she living in a shelter home. So,
with a father.
Brian, it really makes you think with who you went sleeping on a bed.
That's the same first thing ran through my head when I heard about it.
You went sleep with a man, first with no protection.
Yeah.
So, who is this gentleman? I mean, the baby just dropped from the sky. Sometimes you think these things, my brother.
Yeah.
You know, look, remember again, I say, Brian, none of us is perfect, you know. But certain things, it make you think. Because you keep doing the same mistake over and over and over and over.
Yeah. You see the guys, I'm a man. We will look at the woman and say, well, why doesn't she enforce to really protect herself?
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
But I believe I look from a woman's perspective. I mean, regardless, you should have protect yourself. But I think they're looking for some sort of security with a man, meaning that the man maybe made some empty gestures and empty promises. That's what happens on the woman's perspective. The men seem to, hey, I'm gonna be there, I'm gonna take care of you, I'll shelter you and whatnot. But when it all boils down to it, man on the own, he gone, he come do his damage and whatnot, he leave you there with your luggage. You understand? But on the woman's side, regardless of what, you should protect yourself, because you know right now, whatever situation you're in, having another child is not going to make it any better.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So firsthand, women should protect themselves all the time.
Sometimes, Brian, not even years after.
Yeah.
It's a couple months after.
I see it all
you
the
know,
time.
and Brian, it really makes you think as if what is going on with our people, my brother. You know, sometimes it hurt me because you think on you only think on yourself. You know, you sit down and look at this thing as if what can be, even if you talk to them, does it even make sense talking to them?
But these days, bro, it is a selfish act. Meaning people are sleeping together, men and women are sleeping together. And why do you think the percentage of single moms is so huge right now? People got all kind of reasons, but the main issue, the main reason is men and women are sleeping together, the woman becomes pregnant, and majority of the time, the man doesn't want the child.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the situation is, okay, you don't want the child, I keeping it, regardless. So the woman ends up keeping the child and she's by herself. You understand?
Yeah.
But and the father, he's already saying, but I tell you I didn't want the child, so why you gotta be the child's life for? Then you gonna look bad because that is your child, but you ain't taking care of her, of him or her.
No, but the
society,
father's wrong too, Brian.
he's wrong for sleeping with her without protection.
Yes.
But remember,
She also has to protect, yeah.
either way, the woman will always have the last decision because turn the situation around.
No, but
wait.
okay,
Turn
wait,
the situation around. Man and woman, they sleep together. The woman becomes pregnant. He wants the child, and the woman decides, no, I don't want a child. She can keep it.
No, but Brian, whenever just keep this in mind,
Mhm.
you know, whenever you sleep with a woman,
Mhm.
whenever you sleep with her,
Mhm.
you have to think on.
The
Let's say
consequences.
before condom self.
Right,
There's consequences that a woman can get pregnant.
Right.
Good. You use a condom,
right,
all right? There's less chances for her to get pregnant.
correct.
You don't use a condom, and she's not on nothing.
The risk is higher.
The risk is much higher,
Correct.
right? So the consequences is, Brian, if that child make a child for you, how you gonna tell that woman you not gonna take care of that child, my brother?
Mhm.
Understand what I'm saying to you?
Mhm.
You know, if Brian, it's too much men now getting children all over the place, my
Yeah,
brother.
but that's what I just told you. The initial mistake already was not wearing protection. But majority of the men from the get-go, I could tell you from the get-go, they don't want the child. But the decision is always in the woman's hand. If she wants it, she keeping it. If she don't want it, she get rid of it. The man has no say, regardless.
Yeah.
The man has no say. That's the point I want you to understand. Because if the woman said, I'm pregnant, but I'm getting rid of this child, she wants an abortion, she's doing it regardless what he
Yeah.
said.
But
So it's up to his hand.
before reaching to the abortion, Brian,
Right.
there's so much things a woman and a man both ways can use.
Of course.
That's what
Yeah.
before reaching to the abortion.
Yeah.
You know? And my brother, how old are you now?
38.
38. Brian, you don't have children all over the place. None of us is perfect, I'm saying again. I'm 32, I have 2 boys with 1 woman. Okay? There's 25-year-old men now, Brian, have 4 or 5 children.
Correct.
And who you know of.
Correct.
You understand? So what I'm trying to tell you, what I'm trying to reach is, Brian, our people is something, you know, and sometimes I talk to my father and I ask him, boy, what is the problem? And he tell me, you know what he tell me?
Okay.
He say, boy, the day that God take you in, you and him will have to sit down and chat. Yeah,
Yeah.
because he fight a lot too, Brian. When he was in his days, SAP days, come and fight with his people. You know?
I think the main thing is people are very irresponsible. That's the main thing. We're living, they're living this.
No, but
this
I'm
life.
not. But again,
Uh-huh.
I'm talking about the man and woman only. You know, it's different things, Brian.
Mhm.
The 2 boys with I made origin is us.
But again,
we under the tree.
We irresponsible.
We smoking dope.
Yeah, yeah.
We on the block.
Right. We have this irresponsible behavior that we think is acceptable, but it's not. We're the ones on the road with the bikes as well, hopping and standing up. I see it every single
Where
day.
you going?
It's only us.
Where you going? Brian, let me tell you something.
yeah.
When you see an Indian association set up and a Chinese association set up, them boys that mean business, Brian. Them boys don't play.
Yeah.
You see they put an Indian in parliament, you think it's for nothing they got that gentleman in parliament?
On a mission.
Because they make sure that their business is done, Brian.
Yeah.
Who been in parliament for years with us? Our own people, but we still catching ourselves out there. Struggling, fighting.
Until we come to the realization and decision that I from St. Martin, you from Curacao, you from Aruba, you from Haiti, you from Dominica, all of us are one Caribbean people.
All of us are black.
Until we decide and we understand and accept that, we gonna grow.
What you say there makes a lot of sense. You know, I was in a bank someday
It
there
ain't happening.
and had a grown lady, an elderly lady,
Mhm.
and she from Aruba. But I didn't know she was from Aruba.
Okay.
So she was talking Papimento though.
Mhm.
And then she's an elderly lady, her foot ain't no good. So I tell her, go ahead in front of me. And she said, boy, thank you so much. And I talk Papimento with her.
Right.
And then the doctor tell me, boy, you see, mama, They got curse. So nice people too.
Right,
And
right.
the daughter said, why she like curse people at all?
Uh-huh.
You understand me?
Uh-huh.
So just like what you're saying there,
Yeah, bro.
you know, it's just we have to come together.
Bro,
And then the thing is, if you go out there, for example, fighting
Mhm.
for our people,
Mhm.
you might turn around and you won't be there alone, you know.
yeah, because the term "our people" is used so loosely.
No, but
It-
Brian,
it-
no, wait, no.
When you say our
no,
people,
what I'm
what
trying
do
to
you
say
mean?
to you, Brian, is black people, Brian. Wait for me. Let me
Go
explain
ahead.
you something.
Go ahead.
When you go out there and you go fight for people, look, we
Yeah.
had leaders fighting for years for us. You're gonna go out there, they might say, boy, Brian enriching himself.
Mhm.
Brian is no good.
Mhm.
Brian is greedy.
Mhm.
Brian is this, Brian is that. And you're gonna be out there alone.
I agree.
You understand? But when the Chinese do it, it's a different story, Brian.
Yes, because Chinese have China. That's when,
No, but it's a mentality.
Yeah,
Brian,
but
if you pull out an Audi tomorrow.
bro. The
Wait, no man, wait.
ahead.
If you pull out an Audi tomorrow,
Uh-huh.
give me a little chance.
Go ahead.
If you pull out an Audi tomorrow,
Mhm.
you might have your family members saying you're selling drugs, Brian. I'm asking you, I'm telling you.
Mhm.
Maybe not your mother, I mean, like a cousin or something.
Right. Those who really don't know you, yeah.
Brian, I seen people see a Chinese passing an Audi.
Yeah.
I hear the man say, boy, them people work hard, my son.
Because we know history repeats itself. Chinese work from Sunday to Sunday.
But why you can't work hard neither?
Because we don't. We don't work Sunday to Sunday.
But I'm telling you the mentality.
Yeah, because the mentality is always going to be there. Because when you use the term "our people" again, that term is used so loosely. We have to start having it to black people. Stick to that. It's
Yeah,
black people.
black people, yes.
Because St. Martiners, we look down on. But our Haitian.
But like I'm telling you, I
Yes,
just tell you,
yes, where you go.
but Brian, I say black people. Why when I say black people, if you look at other continents in the world, take an example of the United States.
Mhm.
Blind, we have a lot of black boys in jail. You know,
Mhm.
the most, the highest race in jail is black boys in the United States of America.
Right.
Blacks get locked up straight.
Yeah. But when
Because we out there killing each other,
Right.
we out there mashing up each other, we out there doing. They had another thing. You like to look at these things also. One of the gentlemen, I think it was, I can't remember his name. He came a couple times ago. He said how black people spend money in buying Jordans.
Omar Johnson.
Exactly.
Dr. Omar
And he
Johnson.
was talking about his race.
But again, he would tell you, those guys would tell you, the system is designed against us. When I say us black people, that's why so much of us is incarcerated and locked up. It's designed against us. We see many, it has blown my mind. We see, quick example, many YouTube videos of people caught on camera and whatnot. The authorities, the police, would come to a black person who has a gun or whatever, and they're ready to kill her.
Yeah.
They're ready to kill. Whatever incident they have, they're ready to hold them, beat them up, and kill. The same incident, put a white person in that example, they talking. The person is cussing them out, telling them all kind of stuff, and they would just watch like, calm down, sir. They ain't treating the white the same as they treat the black. And that's how the system is designed. That's why we get in lock up. I see many videos with white people resisting arrest, walking off, and the police cussing them out. The cops don't handle, not all of them, but the cops don't handle the situation the same as if it's a black person, black American or whatever. It's a whole different thing. And we see it. People with their hands up still get shot because of the color of your skin.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
And if they're gonna shoot again, they're gonna shoot somebody. You train to shoot, you target practice and whatnot. Why are you shooting to kill
Yeah.
and not to bring down? In the foot,
Yeah.
the hand, the leg. And they multiple shots, like it's an animal. 3-4 shots, and like they frighten you. It's ridiculous how the system is designed against us. We don't see it as bad. It's not as bad here in St. Martin because we have our own, meaning majority is black cops commuting the place.
Yeah. But even before, but I agree with you on that
But
aspect.
the system is
Brian.
designed against
But
us.
even like that, we mustn't throw throw it on the system or throw it on, you know, we have a problem, Brian.
We do.
We believe me, we have a serious problem.
But it's
you
a
know?
mental problem because
Exactly, that's what it is.
We
It is a mental problem.
We were all as black people, the navel string was cut. You understand? We don't.
And you know, when I was
at
at a very, very young age,
Uh-huh.
my father told me, and you know, Brian, honestly, he used to say these things, but I never used to digest them, you know, because I'm gonna be like, man, I don't believe it. He said, Junior, whenever you born, right? It might sound rough, people of St. Martin, but whenever you born black, okay, forget about who the parents is.
Right.
I born black and a boy born white. He's ahead of me just because he's white.
Yeah. Racism is real, bro.
And I couldn't,
Is real.
my brother, I
It's
could
real.
not
It's
settle
real.
these things in, you know.
Racism
But
is
looking
real.
at how, growing up, 32 now, looking how things is out here, you know, when you're alone, I'm working hard, you know, doing your best to go. Brian, you know how happy I am for you. You're a real estate owner, you own your home. I am happy for you, my brother. I want you to be happy for me also. I want Billy to be happy for me.
Yeah.
I'm happy for Billy for whatever he achieved. But we have this thing of hating each other. You know, if Brian achieved, how can Brian achieve? How is that possible? Ask Brian how he achieved. Sometimes I sit down, if I have nothing to do, Brian, I look at articles, I look at people who are successful, how their lives went, what kind of mental, what they had in their head, like what when things was bad, what they was thinking on, you know, what inspired them to still stay on the right track, stay on the positive track, you know, because Brian, believe me, I know things is very hard for people here in St. Martin. They have people, things are rough for them, Brian.
Correct.
Rough, as you can see the videos of ombudsman and different type of videos, you know, and as I said, none of us is perfect, but you don't want to point fingers at nobody, but you still ask yourself, how come, if I'm sitting out here with my wife now, and I can tell she, boy, we better hold on to our two boys now, because it is rough with children now and school. Brian, when your child is 14, 15, you better prepare yourself, my son, because you gotta send him to school. You have to send him to college. You have to send him to a good school so he can get a good education. When I see young ones, 16, 17 years old, 15, packing bags at the supermarket, they ain't going to school. You know, they will tell you, boy, I have no money, so I have to pack back to carry home. These things are hard, Brian.
Yeah.
And in the meantime, when you go to Bel Air, when you go to wherever, and you see the Indians coming, they're going to Learning Unlimited. They're going to the top schools here in St. Martin. Because when you go to Learning Unlimited, what kind of children you see there?
Indians and Chinese.
Indians and Chinese, brother.
Yeah. 1 or 2 blacks.
Maybe 1 or 2 blacks.
Yeah.
What parents had, what did well,
Right.
and send their children to school.
Right. But again, it has a cost, right? It's expensive.
Yes.
So there you go. Majority of our people are not business minded, so we're not making that income to be able to afford that type of education. Because we decide we just want a government job, we just want a stable job. Say I work in government. We don't want to be really in a private field, working for ourselves or starting our own business. We don't really want to be an entrepreneur because it's hard.
Exactly, and like what you told me just now, and you said it's a mental issue, and that's why, Brian, me as an individual, nobody can tell me I cannot do that. It's not possible for me. They might get tired of me, but I will keep pushing for whatever I want, and I will keep pushing. I will say I will make that happen, because you see, there's a system, like you said, a system too. They had another one very, very good. How you say, a little video I saw on Instagram. American fella, I can't remember his name now. American fella. Hold on, just give me 1 second. I really want to pull up this thing. Hold on. A good brother of mine sent it to me a few days ago. Okay. I'm gonna pull it up just now.
Yeah, but the system is designed against us. And for the ones of who look like us who are in
Ain't pulling
power,
up. Anyway,
they have
it was
a
a
price.
it was a black gentleman,
Uh-huh.
right? And Brian, he was saying how no, he was a white fellow was interviewing him. It's a black fellow. Look at him. Mike Wallace was got him with the fire. Yeah, was okay. So a black man into a white man interview a black man, and the white man telling the black man how Africa's corrupt, Africa's this, Africa's that. How come Africa's so corrupt? And he tell the white man, let me tell you something. You can't tell Africa nothing because all you steal and all you had kill and all you have slavery on all your hands and all you have blood on all your hands. So you can't tell me we corrupt. So what are you? Because you see, Brian, sometimes people are so fast to point fingers on others.
Right.
You know, that say the boy are you corrupt in St. Martin. But what about in all your country?
Yeah. Facts.
It's just like the Netherlands and us.
Facts. But that's how the system is designed, bro.
And
Paint us
they have
that way.
certain ways that, you know, we put in our minds as black people, by the Chinese can have, and we're not allowed to have. And it's settled in us.
No, but visually too, it's a visual something. We see the Chinese walking, and we see our black people sitting down. So when you see the Chinese in the Audi, you understand how we get it. But if you see the black man all of a sudden in the Audi, but I see he sitting down all the time.
Yeah.
So it don't add up. Bro, we run on time, we gotta close off. The last words.
You know, Brian, we just have to keep trying, brother. You know, and keep doing our best for St. Martin, and just you know, keep pushing forward. I wish I really do wish St. Martin people, our people, you know, the best truly, because you love your people, Brian. You know, but when you see these things online, and it hurts you, it saddens you, no matter what happens.
Yeah.
You know, you don't know what can happen in life.
Yeah.
You know, you keep seeing local families losing their buildings, you know, day by day. You keep seeing that, and at a certain point, Simpson Bay Strip, Oyster Pond Strip, they're gonna have no more locals there.
Correct.
Because when your property is on auction, I was talking to a good cousin of mine, it's because you don't pay. He tell me, he said, Junior, there's nothing else when your property is on auction because you didn't pay.
You dropped the ball somewhere.
Anyhow, St. Martin, thank you so much, Brian.
Thank you, SOS family out there. Thanks everyone for listening. Thanks SOS for having us. Remember, life is all about choices, so be careful who you choose and what you choose, because time waits on no one. Until next time, strictly business.